Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
We're going to begin our services with Shalom Aleichem. So we're going to ask everyone, if you're able to stand, to please do so. And if it's you're thinking, oh, the standing, the sitting, the standing, the sitting, the sitting, the standing, you could just stay put, and that is just fine. And if you'd like, you could even swing your arm around someone next to you. Swing your arm around someone next to you. And there we go. Put your arm around someone next to you. And then put your other arm around someone else who's on the other side of you. And we're going to sing here. We're going to model. There we go. And we're going to sing Shalom Aleichem, page 5. It's been a tough few hours looking at the news coming out of Israel and the tragedy. But we still greet Shabbat. We'll talk a little bit more about that tragedy later on, but we will. We still go onward. So Shalom Aleichem. We thank God for the capacity to gather together as a community. Shalom Aleichem. The bottom of page 5.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, Kadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon. Mi Melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
I don't see the candle light. Oh, yeah, I do see the candle light. And we'll continue with Lechuna Ranana, page 11. We can all be seated. Lechuna Ranana, page 11. There are name tags. If you RSVP for the event, there are name tags. Lena LeBeau is wearing her name tag. We all, and there's a handsome gentleman. There's a handsome gentleman both to your right and to your left, and they're both wearing their name tags. That is excellent. So Gary, we're going to know your name is Gary when you put on your name tag. Your wife is getting you your name tag. Now, you don't want to wear Rosalie's name tag, though. You wear Gary's. All right. And we're going to continue with Lechuna Ranana, page 11. Put your hands together.
Bring your voices up too. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Ladonai. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Letsur Yishenu, Nikadma Fana Betoda. Naria, Naria, Letsur Yishenu, Bizmiro, Naria Lo. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana, Ladonai. Lechuna Ranana, Lechuna Ranana,
5 lines up from the bottom of page 12, Arba'im Shana.
Arba'im Shana Akut Bedor Ve'oma Amto Elevavhem Vehem Lo Yadu Drachai Asher Nizmati Be'api Im Yiva'un El Menuchati.
Put your hands together and clap. Sapru v'goyim kevodo bechol ha'amim nifleotav ki gadol Adonai umhula meod norahu al kol Elohim lai 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 The second half of page 14, Yismechu Hashamayim.
All right, here we go. Yismechu Hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismechu Hashamayim.
Hashamayim. Yismechu Hashamayim.
V'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam.
Yiram hayam.
Yiram hayam umla'o. Yiram hayam.
Yiram hayam. Yiram hayam.
Let's do that one more time. And Yismechu Hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismechu Hashamayim.
Hashamayim.
Yismechu Hashamayim. V'tagel haaretz. We are going to continue davening through 14 and the next couple of pages, and we'll come back together in the middle of page 16 for Or Zarua. Take a breath and take a moment. We're davening silently before we get to Or Zarua.
Oh, great.
The melody for Or Zarua is one that I brought in and have taught on a couple of Friday nights in the past couple of months. It's really easy. If you learned it with me, please join in. If you didn't learn it with me, please join in. You'll learn it really quickly. It's very pretty, and I feel like it's a very cozy melody, so settle in and get cozy. Or Zarua lat tzadik Uyishrei lev simcha. Or zaru alat tzadik. Uyishrei lev simcha. La la la. La la la. Ya la 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 la. Try those la la la's with me. La la la. Ya la la. Ya la 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 la. One more time. Or zaru alat tzadik. Uyishrei lev simcha. Or zaru alat tzadik. Uyishrei lev simcha. La la la. Ya la la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la la. Ya la la. Ya la 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 la.
We're going to continue with Lecha Dodi on page 25. Lecha Dodi, page 25.
I think it's page 23.
Page 23.
Is that a typo on my part?
That's
Sure
okay.
was.
It's okay. It's no big deal.
We're going to do the first two verses, and then we're going to do the last two verses. I think the last two verses is where the page 25 comes in. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat
Shabbat.
nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor vezachor b'dibur echad hishmianu el hameuchad Adonai echad ushmo echad leshem letiferet velithilah. Yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat,
Shabbat.
nekabela. Lecha dodi likrat kala. Yalalai, 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 bnei Shabbat, nekabela. Likrat Shabbat lechu v'necha ki mekor haberacha merosh mikedem nesucha sof maaseh b'machashva tichla. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat
Shabbat.
nekabela. Lift your voices higher, higher, higher. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. Here's your page 25. Yamin usmol tifrotzi ve'et Adonai taritzi ayarish ben partzi venismecha venagila. Lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela. invite you to please rise.
Beyond the Laker gold sweatshirt or the sweater sitting in the doorway, there is the Shabbat bride. And she's calling out, and despite the challenges of the week or the past few hours, where we all feel the sadness, we all feel the connection with our homeland, the state of Israel, and we all pray for better for the Jewish people, for the entire world. We welcome in the Shabbat bride with the possibility of light and blessing and celebration for all of humanity. With the Shalom.
Boi v'shalom ateret bala gam besimcha utzola toch emune am segula boi chala boi chala lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela lecha dodi likrat kala yalalai 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 bnei Shabbat nekabela.
We can all be seated, page 27.
So, while I was at it teaching new melodies, I brought another melody from Mizmor Shir as well that I learned from my cantor at Pasadena Jewish Temple and Center, Ruth Berman Harris, who learned it from her friend, cantor Diego Rubenstein in Argentina, who's also the composer of the piece. And it is beautiful, so I want to teach it to you. I'm going to teach it to you first on the La 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 for the Mizmor Shir section, and then we'll kind of move into it together. And we won't dive in the whole psalm, but I'd love for you to just kind of sway along and breathe into it, and you'll learn it really easily. So we'll do it on La 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 first. It goes like this. La 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 la. Let's try that together. La 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 ya la 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 ya la la ya la 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 ya la 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 la. With the words, it sounds like this. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulizamer l'shimcha elyon ulizamer l'shimcha elyon lehagid baboker hasdecha ve'emunercha ba'leilot alei asor ve'alei navel alei higion bechino. Join me. Mizmor shir leyom haShabbat tov lehodot l'Adonai ulizamer l'shimcha elyon ulizamer l'shimcha elyon ulizamer l'shimcha elyon.
what I think everyone agrees, not only does our rabbinic intern Jill, does she bring beautiful music and beautiful sounds, but she brings a beautiful energy to our community. And so we feel very blessed to have her. And so thank you for sharing that and your music, but the lessons of your heart and your soul are felt and enjoyed by our community. So thank you. That's what Shabbat candles are about. They're about the opportunity. I just told a story in Jammies and Jeans. And Jammies and Jeans is once a month. We have, while we're gathered for the more contemporary themed, a more sort of adult themed Shabbat, where we have, well, on the fourth Fridays, we'll have a contemporary issue, and we'll have discussion and thought-provoking conversation. Across there's none of that. There's French fries and madness. And that's good. That's good. Some of us may prefer French fries and madness, and there'd be no judgment. What's that? Not much. But David, what you don't know is that a bunch of us get French fries and madness pretty much all days of the week. And so some of us are looking forward to a break from the French fries and madness. But I was just there, and what I did was I told a story. I told a story about the Shabbat candles. And the story that I told was that Rabbi Schuldenfrei Jr., that's the puppet, was very, very cold on a Friday afternoon. So he put on a sweatshirt, and I put on this big Adat sweatshirt, but he was still cold. And so then I said he was still cold, so I found an old football jersey, Phil Simms, the 1986 NFL Super Bowl MVP for the year. So I put on a football jersey, but he was still cold, and he wanted to get warmer. And so I put on this oversized bathrobe, and I looked completely ridiculous at this point. But guess what? I was still cold, and I shuddered my knees like this, and still cold. And then, with the puppet, we lit the Shabbat candles. And I felt warmth in the most important place, my heart and my soul. And that was the lesson that we were teaching the kids and also the parents, that when you light candles, it brings warmth no matter the temperature, no matter the sadness. It brings joy to the soul. And that's the point of our Shabbat candles. So with that kavanah of adding joy to our souls, please rise and let's make a bracha together along with Jill and David on the Shabbat candles. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Joe, why don't you come on up, and why don't you bring Hillary with you? Why not? And I don't know, well, you guys look like you want to light Shabbat candles together, so I figured, okay. And do you guys want to make the blessing, or do you want Jill to sing along with you?
I can hold the mic for you.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, we're going to go over there together. Okay. So Jill works behalf of the Jewish community, and Hillary works in behalf of the Jewish community, and Jill. So we could say that you're a holy trinity.
Jewish Trinity.
Okay. All right. May the light of these candles bring warmth and healing to our hearts and souls. Shabbat Shalom. And we'll ask everyone to please remain standing for the Baruch Hu on page 39. The Baruch Hu, page 39.
Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie. Lie, 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 lie.
Hamevorach Baruch Adonai Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed Hamevorach Hamevorach Leolam Vaed.
And as we're seated, we have two blessings before the Shema, and we have some volunteers who are going to lead us in the Shema. And we continue with the first of those blessings. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher b'rach. And that can be found on page 39A.
Umavir yomu ve'layla, mavdil be'yomu ve'layla, Adonai Tzevaot Shemo, Echad v'kayam, Tamidim lo chalenu leolam va'ed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hamari v'aravim. Ahavat olam Beit Yisrael Amcha ahavta Torah u'mitzvot Chukim u'mishpatim Otanu limadeta Al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'shochveinu Kumenu nasiach beruchecha V'nizma b'divrei Toratecha U'mitzvotecha leolam va'ed Ki hem chayenu ve'yorech yameinu Uvahem negei yomam v'layla negei yomam v'layla Ve'ahavatcha al tasir Mimenu leolamim Baruch atah Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael Ohev Amo Yisrael.
Jill, you're doing an excellent job, and I decided to enlist a little bit of assistance for you.
Excellent. Good, I'm
Not
glad.
okay. So I'll ask our friends to come forward to help us with the Shema. And Jill, maybe just adjust the mic for them. Jill, help adjust the mic for them over there. Shana, okay. Yeah, you can sit right over here, Shana. And we are on page 41 for the Shema and the Via Hafta, page 40. Here, I have it right here. Page 41. You guys ready?
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levacha ubechol nafshecha ubechol meyotecha. Ve'ayu בשיטתך וביתך ובבטחה בדרך ובשבתך ובקומך ושבת מאוד על ידך והיו לו שותפות בין עיניך ובשבת המזוזו ביתך וישמרך.
Annette, if she takes my job before the kids are off to college, we're going to have some issues. I'm just letting you know. Okay. And we continue silently towards the bottom of page 42. The bottom of page 42.
Ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liyot lachem Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Amen.
Page 44. Micha Mocha, right in the middle of the page.
Micha Mocha ba'elim Adonai, Micha Mocha Nedar b'kodesh, Nora tehilot, oh seifele, Nora tehilot, oh seifele, Malchutecha, Ra'uvanecha, Bokeam livnei Moshe, Zeli. Adonai et Yaakov, V'alo ma'ir chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai, Gal Yisrael.
As we as a Jewish community reflect on the increasing appearance of the need for shalom, for peace, as we gather the Shabbat with sadness in our hearts and souls, we hope for the Sukkah of peace to be spread upon all of the Jewish people, and this Shabbat especially in the homeland, the state of Israel. The Hashkivenu, our prayer for peace, page 45. This is a good one to put your arms around each other.
Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom, leshalom. Vehamidenu malkeinu lechayim. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Ufros aleinu sukat shlomecha. Amen. Chaim L'Shalom Yatavim. Baruch atah Adonai, Aforas Sukkot Shalom Aleinu, Ve'akol Amo Yisrael, Ve'al Yerushalayim.
Please rise, Vishamru, page 36.
46.
That too.
Veshamru Bnei Yisrael et HaShabbat Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Beridolam. Lift those voices up. Veshamru Bnei Yisrael et HaShabbat
Shabbos.
Lasot et HaShabbat Ledorotam Beridolam. B'nei u'b'nei Yisrael, oti le'olam, oti le'olam, oti le'olam. V'shamru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat, lasot et HaShabbat, לדורותם ברידולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת.
Shabbos.
לעשות את השבת דורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית. יתקדש ויתקדש שמי רבה, העמד יברך ירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכו בית ישראל. פגלה פגלה ובזמן קריב וימרו יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעולמי עלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומן ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקודשא בריחו לילה מן כל בחירתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירם בעלמא ויאמרו Amen.
The Amidah during Mariv, the evening service, is recited silently. It's an opportunity for our own prayers, thoughts, and meditations. The traditional liturgy can be found beginning on page 47, but please use this as your own personal time for prayer. when you've completed your Amidah, you can be seated.
Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lecho hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lecho hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. V'tov b'necha levarech et Amcha Yisrael b'chol עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam.
Page 54, Kaddish Shalem.
Yitkadav vayikdash shemei Rabbah.
Amen.
Ve'amad divrei kirutei ve'amlich malchutei ve'hayachonu v'yomechonu v'chayei kol beit Yisrael b'agalav izman kari ve'imeru. Amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lam me'amaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitroman v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudesh brief leila min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiram be'alma v'imeru. Tikabas lo tonu v'achon dechol beit Yisrael kodamu v'achon divishmaya v'imeru. Amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imeru.
Amen.
Oh, say shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imeru. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I want to begin this evening by presenting it's sort of a false choice here. It works if you're a biblical literalist, right? If you believe that every word of the Bible should be followed in sequence, I have an issue. Okay? Here's the issue. What is the first thing that God creates in the book of Genesis? What's the very first thing that God creates in the book of Genesis? Not a curveball. Light. Yehi or. Let there be light. That's the first act of creation. There's only one problem. The sun isn't created until day 4. So how could you have light without the sun? Now, I'm sure if there are those of you who have a fancy scientific answer for me, you could talk to me in the next room. But it seems counterintuitive that you could have light before you have the sun. So it could be magic. Does anyone else have any suggestions? Go ahead, Alan. Give it to me. Ooh, fancy. I'm going to get to that, actually. Good. Alan, a reflection of divine presence. Rosalie? An awareness. Good. A reflection of divine presence and awareness. Okay. Anyone else? A divine spark. Someone said electricity? Your electric car, your Tesla. Other planets, right? You could say there are other, not our sun. Okay, good. So the E.T. E.T. was phoning home. Okay. So actually what Alan and Rosalie said, Alan said like sort of a refraction of divine light, and Rosalie said awareness. That's very much in line with the Hasidic thinkers. The Hasidic thinkers also, several of them at least, recognize that there seems to be a problem. How can you have light before you have the sun? And the way they resolve this seeming difficulty is to suggest that the light that was created wasn't light in the way of light being produced by the sun. It wasn't a physical light, but rather it was a spiritual light. It was an awareness. It was an awareness of the divine. And without that, nothing else was possible. In other words, only when you had that sort of awareness of other, would that make room in the universe for creation. And that's why perhaps the penultimate plague is what? Darkness. And what does it say in the Torah? It says that the Egyptians failed to see one another. They failed to understand what Rosalie understood about the creation story, have an awareness of the other. So perhaps the plague of darkness actually wasn't a physical darkness, but rather a spiritual darkness, a failure to see light, a failure to see the divine presence or divine refraction in the world. I'm thinking about that in juxtaposition also to the holiday, to Rosh Chodesh. What is Rosh Chodesh? It's the beginning of the month. And when does the beginning of the month happen? Not in a full moon, in a new moon, with the return of light into the sky. In other words, it's a reaffirmation of goodness in the world. And so tonight is a night, it's there's a lot going on. I know it's International Holocaust Day. It's also a night that we are going to discuss anti-Semitism and the frightening numbers and approaches, but anti-Semitism is on the rise. And then we look in the headlines at what happened in Jerusalem as our brothers and sisters were gathered in a synagogue for Shabbat. And we feel that darkness. We feel that absence of light. And yet, the Jewish spirit says that we still sing Lecha Dodi, we still sing Yismichu HaShamayim, we still gather together, we still make Kiddush. Because, just like Rosh Chodesh, after the darkness, there is light. And it's not a physical light. It's the light of Genesis, the light of divine presence, the light of seeing humanity, of seeing other people, and recognizing still despite the darkness, despite the evils, the possibility for goodness. Kini ratzon, may that be God's will. May God open our eyes all to the possibility of light in this world. Shabbat shalom. Would any of our students like to lead Kiddush on page 55? Anyone want to lead Kiddush? I didn't ask you before, so it's okay if you didn't want to, or if like your Abba is volunteering you, then your Abba has to come up too. No? Okay. It's okay. All right. I'll do it with you, Jesse. No. All right, you want to lead Kiddush? No, she's, okay. We are going to ask everyone to please rise. You want to grab the Kiddush cup over there, Jill? The Kiddush cup is just right behind you. Hold on one second, David. And Kiddush can be found, Kiddush can be found on page, oh, good, we have some volunteers. All right.
I can help you with it.
Okay.
What page?
Page 55, Kiddush.
Bring this down to you, and then I'll help you. Yeah, next one. You start right here?
Okay, ready?
Right now?
Right now.
Baruch atah Adonai
Eloheinu melech haolam,
borei pari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kishanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzevanu v'shabbat kodsho v'ahavat ratzon hilanu zikaron le'maaseh bereshit ki hu lom tehila l'mikra'e kodesh zecher l'tziyat Mitzrayim ki vanu v'harta v'yotanu kidasha mikol amim v'shabbat kadoshecha ve'ava uvratzon nichaltanu Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh ha-Shabbat. Amen.
All right, you make the blessing. You get to drink the juice. There you go, down the hatch.
Go for it.
If you want the juice, you got to do the Kiddush. Right? We only offer sugar overload to the kids who are ritually proficient. We're going to continue. Don't worry. There's cookies, there's brownies, there's plenty of other sugar for you to eat later.
Do get that stuff.
That's right. We're going to continue with Aleinu. I think you've earned your brownie.
earn
Oh, for sure you have. You brought a lot of sweetness. Aleinu, page 56.
Aleinu leshaveach ladon hakol, lateit gedula leyotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'gei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpechot hadama, shelo sam kelchenu kahem, vegor aleinu kechol hamonam. Manachnu korim umishtahavim umodim lifnei melech malchei hamlachim hakadosh baruch hu shehu notei shamayim be'osed haaretz umoshav yikaro hashamayim mima'al ushchinatu zo Ushchinatu zo vegov hemeromim. Hu Eloheinu enod emed malkeinu efesu lato ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבותה אל לבבך. כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל והארץ מתחתנו. על כן נכן לך ככתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד, ונאמר, והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא, ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו ושמו
And love, we recall those who no longer walk this earth. We are grateful to God for the gift of their lives and for the cherished memories that never fade. This week, we as a worldwide Jewish community, our eyes turned east to our homeland, the state of Israel, and the 7 victims of that horrible incident in Jerusalem just hours ago. And on this Shabbat, we as a congregational community mourn the passing of Gary Katz, the father of Robin Katz, Debbie Barrick, the daughter of Beverly Barrick and the sister of Sherry Cunningham, Nardi Samuels, the brother of Sandy Samuels, and Judy Rosenbaum, a past sisterhood president. We as a community also continue to mark the Shloshim, the 30 days since the passing of Dr. Marvin Aronson, Meira Jonathan, Linda Rosenberg, Harlan Polsky, Vladimir Davidovich, Saya Karina Moisel, and Dr. Harold Heskel Mukamal. And in the coming week, we'll observe the yortzites of Alan Block, Milton Cohen, Alan Dorman, Susan Friedman, Frima Isaacs, Jack Melnick, Renee Osman, Harry Phillips, Rose Siegel, David Berman, Selma Gompertz, Bernard Liu, Linda Randall, and that is where my yortzeit list ended. But you are also thinking this evening about your mother, Ivy Libros, and your wife, Ivy Libros. And is there anyone else here who is marking a yortzeit for someone? I know that list was incomplete. Marking a yort. Thank you. So I'm just going to begin in the beginning. David Berman, Norman Besson, Harry Bischoff, Henry Bloom, Rose Klapoff, Milton Cohen, Maxine Fairman, Sophia Feinberg, Dr. Jack Fields, Lillian Fink, Eleanor Fisher, Peter Gluck, Harris Gonchis, Neil Hoffman, Frima Isaacs, Elizabeth Eisenstark, Gladys Kabat, Joseph Levine, Bernard Liu, Celia Littenberg, Gilbert Morris, Herbert Nagel, Judith Knoll, Henry Reichheimer, Julius Schlesinger, Rose Siegel, Leslie Stein, Max Sugar, Ralph Turner, Sally Ann Weiner, Ruchla Wilder, Anita Wolfson, Amelia Aftergut, Alan Block, Arthur Berman, Al Dorman, Harold Fassberg, Susan Friedman, Rachel Gandel, William Gersh, Bonnie Goldman, Sella Gompertz, Molly Grunau, M. Samuel Lane, Ethel Mann, Jack Melnick, Anna Nathanson, Renee Osmond, Harry Phillips, Linda Randall, Rose Raymond, Irv Rubin, Jeanette Shapiro, Esther Sudakin, and Ivy Libros. Is there anyone else who's observing a yortzeit or thinking of someone this Shabbat who I neglected to mention? Mourner's Kaddish can be found on page 58. Page 58, Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah bi'alma divra kirutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon u'v'yamechon u'v'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael ba'agala ubizman kariv imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran bi'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. O say shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. And may the memories of our loved ones be a continuing source of comfort and blessing. And let us all say, amen. And then to you, Bert and Joe, as you approach the 1 year, date, the first yahrzeit since Ivy's passing, we say to you both, Hamakom Yinachem Etchem, B'tok Sharei Av Leitzion V'Yerushalayim. May God offer you comfort amongst the mourners of Zion in Jerusalem, and may that comfort be felt in all those beautiful memories that you have of your mom, of your wife, of an extraordinary lady. I want to just alert you to a few things. First of all, this kind of evening makes me very proud to be the rabbi here. So we have this incredible gathering here, and we're super excited to hear what Joanna Mendelson has to share with us about a comprehensive strategy to anti-Semitism. This program is the fourth Friday program. So every fourth Friday, we're going to have sort of like a simple gathering and a theme, a contemporary issue. So last month, 2 months that we skipped over the winter break, but we dealt, our first fourth Friday dealt with the issue of food insecurity, and we partnered with Mazon. And now on this fourth Shabbat, we're dealing with the issue of anti-Semitism, and we're partnering with the Jewish Federation. Next month, we will be exploring we'll have a program in honor of Black History Month. The month after that, we'll have a Shabbat, an LGBTQ plus Shabbat. And then there are other Shabbats that will similarly sort of accentuate a modern, contemporary issue, something that we're all thinking about and want to spend an evening taking a deeper dive into. So that is the fourth Friday. There'll always be a dinner, sort of like a simple dinner, as well as a program following services. It's super helpful to RSVP, and the earlier you RSVP, the easier it is on our staff. So we appreciate that. Now, if you neglected to RSVP tonight, but you'd still like to come hear Joanna, and the food looks really good because Andres made it, we welcome you, and we'll always make room. I would just encourage you to allow the people who made the reservations, just let them go first in line, and then kind of go hand back, and then we'll figure it all out. But there's, Andres usually, there should be plenty of food. Okay, so we'll invite you to come join us, and that will be in the social hall. But that's not the only program, because you may have noticed a lot of preschoolers running around, and thank God they're not coming, no offense, Joanna, they're not coming to your, right. Yeah, they're running that way. And so that is every fourth Friday. We not only have an adult-centered program, but we also have Jammies and Jeans, which is our new program to gear towards our preschool families. So on the courtyard, Rabbi Holtzman is here, and Rabbi Holtzman and I, along with Maura Adina, and we led this a little Shabbat service, and then the kids play on the playground, and the parents whine about their children while they're drinking wine. Anyway, that is Jammies and Jeans, and that's, again, the fourth Friday of the month. And so this is part of our initiative to kind of liven things up here every Friday night. And then next Friday, though, we're taking the show on the road. So we have over 215 people are signed up to participate in our community-wide Shabbaton. Our community-wide Shabbaton is 215 people. Will be spending Shabbat and the weekend together at Camp Ramah. If you didn't sign up, who's going to the Shabbaton? Raise your hand. Oh, right. And so you'll notice that there are people of all ages. There are, and that's really incredible. And we're looking forward to a community-wide Shabbat experience. If you didn't sign up this year, it's really for everyone. And we'd love next year, if you would like to sign up, we would certainly welcome you. So that's next week. And then the weekend after that, so there is Super Bowl Shabbat. How many of you are good cooks? Raise your hand. I know, this is like, how many of you know how to cook? Raise your hand. How many of you can make toast? Raise your hand. I should keep my hand down. So Super Bowl Shabbat. We are going to have a football-themed Shabbat service. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun music. I'm going to give a Torah-inspired prediction of the big game. I know with 50% certainty who is going to win the Super Bowl. Those are strong numbers, Shira. 50% certainty it will be inspired by gematria and the Parsha Shavua and Talmudic logic. The Ribono Shel Olam will speak through me. And the last thing you want to do after services is call your bookie because it's Shabbat. And you wouldn't want to violate Shabbat. After services, then we're going to have a veggie chili cook-off. So here's what I asked if you could cook. We did this in my former community, and it was wonderful. People brought crock pots filled with veggie chili. And you bring the crock pot, we'll supply the power outlet, and you bring the fixins. We have the paperware and no, we're not going to cook it for you, Lee. We're bringing the cornbread too. Yeah, you like cornbread? I thought you said cook it. I'm not cooking it for you. All right. So okay, so you're going to make chili, aren't you? Yes. Okay, good. That's probably better. Okay, good. So anyway, what we're going to do then is everyone in that room is going to be, all the crock pots are going to be out, and everyone will have a number, and each participant will have a ticket. And we're going to vote for the grand prize, Chili Cook-Off Champion. Gary, you look impressed. Chili Cook-Off Champion. That's right, exactly. And there is a big prize, and I saw the prize. It is pretty cool. So anyway, you're going to have to come to figure this out, Shira. So anyway, there's a lot going on. So that is in 2 weeks' time, Friday night. You can wear a football jersey or just a shirt. And we would love to have you. There's other things going on. Mishloach Manot, please sign up to send Purim baskets. The Purim baskets, Rabbi Holtzman is giving a cool new take on our Mishloach Manot. They are awesome, and Rabbi Holtzman is awesome, and we are so blessed to have her. So let's support this program. Mishloach Manot, send it all around. There's Mitzvot 5783. The February volunteer opportunity is Jewish Disability Awareness, Acceptance and Inclusion Month. There's lots going on there, and lots of other great stuff happening in our community. Okay, here's what's going to happen. We are going to conclude with Adon Olam. That's your cue, Eitan. Come on up. And then after Adon Olam, we're going to walk over. We already made Kiddush. We'll make motzi, and then we will begin dinner. And then after everyone's settled and has a little bit to eat, Joanna will have a chance to visit with Joanna and to hear her important presentation. So again, we want to thank you for being here. We want to thank David Kaminer on the piano. We want to thank Jill Gold-Wright for leading the services. We want to thank all of our children for participating. We want to thank Rabbi Holtzman for leading Jammies and Jeans. Oh, and look, this is a preview. Don't tell anyone. Hey, Rabbi Holtzman, stand up for a second. You see, if everyone's like, ooh, look at Rabbi Holtzman's hat. So, Lee, you like that hat, right? Well, you're going to get one next weekend because that's the giveaway at the Shabbaton. Oh, don't tell everyone. Nice. All right. So anyway, Adon Olam. What page is it on, Eitan?
211.
Page 211. Eitan Asweed is having his bar mitzvah in August 5th. I was moving. Close enough. Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Here we go. Nice and loud, buddy.
Adon Olam, Asher malach v'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefse kol azai melech shemo nikra adon olam ve'acharei kichlot hakol levado imloch nara adon olam vehu haya vehu hove vehu yeh betifara adon olam asher malach v'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefse kol azai melech shemo nikra adon olam vehu echad ve'ein sheni lehamshilo lehachbira adon olam beli reshit beli tachlit velo ha'oz lehamisra adon olam asher malach v'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefse kol azai melech shemo nikra adon olam vehu eli v'chai goali v'tzur chevli ve'et sara adon olam vehu nisi umanos li menat kosi ve'yom ekra adon olam asher malach v'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefse kol azai melech shemo nikra adon olam ve'yado afkid ruchi ve'et ishan ve'a'ira adon olam ve'in ruchi geviati adon ali ve'lo ira adon olam asher malach v'terem kol yitzir nivra le'et nasa v'chefse kol azai melech shemo nikra adon olam. Thank you.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom, and thank you. I should keep this for you?
Keep it for you, keep it for you and for me.
Thank you.
Okay?
You
You too. Good to see you.
You're home. Yeah. Oh, yay! I'm so glad.
I said to my wife, I said, you lucked out. But the heart was there to help them out. So my daughter told me something about flying to colleges last night. We always talk to her every Thursday night.
Yeah.
She said, you can go online and check what the SAT
think so. Yeah,
I never heard her sing it, I don't think, but it sounded like her style.
it is.
Okay.
Good to see you. So what this person is speaking tonight about what?
Anti-Semitism.
Oh, yeah. Okay. There's a lot of it. All right. See you next time. Shabbat Shalom.